What's the worst thing that's happened to you on stage? I mean, how bad has it got?
For me, maybe I've been lucky or something, but it sounds like kind of evading the question, but for me, the worst thing that can happen on stage, or has been really up until now, has been when I feel I haven't been taking risks on stage, or I've treated the show as a kind of a recital of what I did last night, rather than actually going out there and invent it again. Okay, you know, much of the material is going to be the same, but don't bank on it. Always go out there and look for new stuff. Try and get something else in there. Think about it all day long and change it. And there have been times when I've been on a very long tour where I switch off and you can actually walk on stage without even it registering. And I think the audience seem to be laughing almost as much. So it's not like their response to it matters, but to me, it's like spending an hour and a half being sort of in a coma or something. It's horrible.
I mean, at the Edinburgh Festival, you literally see people in tears because of what's happened on stage and almost chased out of town. You've never had that degree of hostility from an audience.
Oh, you know, early on, you know, when you're doing very small gigs, and I remember we didn't. You know, we're of a generation now where we don't do the famous working men's clubs, and that's always cited. But you know, we did all the student unions, and I did that for several years, going around student unions. You're not known, you're just someone who thinks he's funny, and that's obnoxious to most people at the best of times. And so you'd be perhaps, you know, in a sort of darkened room with a bar in one corner and 14 or 15 art students who are just sort of lazily drinking their lager out of plastic cups and chatting while you're trying to do your stuff. So those are really demoralising times, and you go away and you're in a different city, you don't know where you're staying, and it's horrible. And yeah, you get heckled and shouted at, and you learn to survive that somehow.